Hey friends, today I'm going to show you how to disable the Bixby button, as well as also how to remap it to a different key. So if you want to have it be your flashlight or open up the better assistant called Google Assistant, I'll show you that in this video. So let's take a look at it. So welcome back to my channel. This is Friendly Tips. My name is Nathaniel, and if you are a return visitor, I really appreciate you and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is the channel that's all about technology, gadgets, and showing you cool ways of how to use them. Today, we are going to talk about Bixby, and I'm going to demonstrate how to disable it and also how to remap it. So I'm going to show you two different things in this video today. The first is going to be how to disable it. So if you have a Samsung Galaxy S8, S8 Plus, Note 8, S9, S9 Plus, and soon to be the Note 9, you, just like me, have a nice little Bixby button that, love it or hate it, most people really hate the Bixby AI. It's not that great, and I know Bixby 2.0 is coming out later this year with the Note 9 release, but it's just not up to par with what Google is doing on Google Assistant. So personally, I found no use for it, so I just disabled it. So I'm going to show you now on my screen how to go about disabling it, and then I'll show you an app that allows you then to remap it, and I'll show you all the cool functionality you can do with that. Oh yeah, and if you're really liking this video, make sure to hit subscribe and also hit that bell icon down there, because YouTube doesn't like to show my videos sometimes in the subscription because it's based on their algorithm, just like Facebook. So by hitting the bell icon, you'll be notified right away when this video goes live and any future ones. So first of all, on the screen, as you can see, what you'll have to first do is you'll have to swipe over to your Bixby home, which is to be on the left. If you have that disabled, all you do is you hold down, you swipe over, and you just turn on or turn off. So if you already have it disabled, you gotta re-enable it to be able to turn back on Bixby, or turn it off actually, sorry. So you swipe left, right and swipe left. First thing you're gonna do is you're going to hit the gear at the very top, and you're going to turn off Bixby key, so that way Bixby Home will not open when you press the key on accident. That's one of the biggest annoyances there. The next thing you're going to do is in the top right, you're going to hit the three dots, go down to Settings, and then you're going to scroll down. So you see Voice. What you're going to do, if you do not want Bixby at all, you're going to want to uncheck that. So you're going to turn off Bixby Voice completely. This means that now that you have disabled Bixby, now when I press the button, as you can see on my screen over here actually, you will be able to see that it's doing nothing, which is a-okay. That means that Bixby is no longer able to be used, and it means when you actually press the button, it doesn't do anything. So then now you have a useless button. So what are you going to do now about that? Well, I have a solution for you. It's actually an app called BX Actions. So I'm going to go do it right now. I have it installed, but this is a paid, or you can download it for free, and there's a paid upgrade. I highly recommend the upgrade. If I remember, let me check to see right now if they've changed the price. It's anywhere from $2.49 to $2.99. So for $2.50, you can re-enable, or you can change the Bixby button to do whatever you want. I think that's really nothing for the functionality. Now, a little bit of a warning here. You're not going to avoid your warranty. Nothing's going to happen with this by installing this app. Nothing. It'll just work. What I'm just going to say is Samsung could push out updates in the future. So when you get a nice software update for a new patch or a new OS on your Galaxy device, they may disable this app. Just be forewarned. The developer is really good about updating it and keeping it good to go, but just as a forewarning, you might have that right now. But for right now, it's been working for me for the past like 6 or 7 months that I've been using it non-stop. It is awesome. So when you download it, you're going to open it up. Now the free version, you have to do a little bit of things. So you have to first start the app. So what I'm going to do is you're going to start the app, and then you're going to hit under the buttons area. It needs to gain extra control. So you're going to need to either use the app when you plug this into a PC. You're going to either use the exe file that it walks you through literally the instructions that I'm streaming right now on my phone right here. Walk you through it. It's dead simple. On a Mac or Linux, you have to know terminal or know ADB. It's super easy. There's a lot of tutorials on YouTube how to do it, but essentially you gotta type in these ADB commands to be able to give it functionality. So I have paid for it, so I've already given it functionality and everything else. I'm just showing you kind of what it kind of looks like. I've already kind of gone through that step on this. So what you're going to have to do is you have to also go into your accessibility, because how this thing works is it works off of accessibility. So I'm going to go in here and turn back on the Bixby button actions and the Bixby button key and make sure that the app is running. Now, as you can see, I actually have now reprogrammed it, so now Google Assistant now appears when I hit the Bixby button. I have also reprogrammed it so if I double tap, it does a flashlight. Woo! Very, very handy. So let me show you all the different things that you can do. So under Actions, I have the Bixby button doing a single press to get the Google Assistant, double press to do the flashlight as I was kind of showing you. A long press, also doing the Google Assistant, and I just have disabled the double press. And then as you can see, my lock screen, I have a few other things turned on, like the flashlight, which is kind of handy when you're in a dark room. Now, there's a whole bunch of options you can do. You can make it, I'm going to scroll to the very top. You can obviously have it just disable, which we already showed you. You can have it do all kinds of things, like you can have the button go back home, have it do the camera. You can have it launch a certain specific application. So say you wanted to open Facebook or YouTube, you can have the Bixby button do that automatically. Google Now, so if you care about the tray, or not tray, sorry, essentially Bixby Home for Google. I think they're phasing it out though, or changing it a lot to different type of sounds and system actions. You can basically, the world is your oyster when it comes to changing the Bixby button to what you care about. For me, again, I'm going to go back up to the very top. I prefer the Google Assistant Extra because of the fact that, let me show you, as you can see, it basically pops up saying, how can I help? It basically reads what's on the screen, but also it's more of the actual assistant that I kind of prefer and like. So again, this app, and I forgot to also mention right here. Let me go back. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this app. Also, I have turned on the in pocket option, which basically means that when it's in my pocket, if I touch the Bixby button, it will not activate. Really handy. I mean, I know it rarely happens, but hey, you don't want it to go off in a conference room where it says, "I'm sorry, I didn't hear you." Oh, that's my Google Assistant talking to me. Oh crud, I'm in a meeting. It's just handy just to have it just turned on. It's kind of nice. So overall, it's a great app. I really I think it's an awesome app made by the developer. That you should check it out. And if you really want more functionality, you should consider supporting the developer with the $2.50. So that way he or she can keep doing their thing, and we get a great app out of it. Yeah, over here there's going to be 2 videos that I have handpicked that I think you'll really like. I think you should check them out, and it really helps support the channel. I really appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much for being my fremds. And yes, I am going to be butchering that until the day I die. Hey, you got to use your last name and your actual name for use here. So I really appreciate every one of you. If you have any questions, don't feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will definitely try to point you in the right direction and give my advice. So thanks again for tuning in to Friendly Tips. Have a great day.